than the others. Cool. Let's get my first XP out of the way. No! Where's my lighter fight?
Was that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish?
Toxic Fang is cool. Does this become better when I already have a burn and a poison item? Let's try.
My lessons are painful. Are you prepared?
I think early skills are kind of underrated. There are a lot of bad early skills, but there are some that are pretty good. Like, 10 gold is a fine encounter. All the free skills are great to get. Stuff like this can set you up for picking up other things later. Just take final dose.
The Bazaar is a rabid beast. Be its master.
Just close your eyes.
Furio's got a lot of potential here.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
Probably don't want to roll this. Take one regen.
You're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
Tempering. Oh, can you get tempering on bronze too? Yeah. That's also a pretty good one.
That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
Oh, it's still alright. Oh, you're talking to
Empty chest,
the other message.
waiting to be filled.
Hooey! Now that's a bargain.
Worst possible?
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies. You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. All cannon, no ball.
Yeah.
Next time, boys, less blunder, more plunder.
Just get out of here. I don't want to see you anymore.
Experience is
Just see.
pleasure.
Just see. This is fine.
I'll share mine with you.
Crit Captain's... eh.
I do not teach vibes. I teach mastery over it.
Go for the CDR. Yeah, you have to value them pretty highly if you need damage scaling in your skills. I mean, you value them pretty highly on the other characters, too. Usually that first scaling skill is really important.
As spineless as a jellyfish.
Your world is like a nightmare! It's still candy is best. Why eat other things?
Ammo items could be my pop snappers.
Fastest shot, be the fastest reel.
No, we're just not doing that. It's probably not even better than our current board.
Put a few
Probably.
rounds in a dervish for you.
I did want the grenade, I think.
You ever head out dusty cult, Sinja.
That's interesting. We do haste. Not a ton, but an okay amount. To the
Go
point where it
ahead,
should be better than the Fang.
underestimate me. It makes this more fun. Land legs make you predictable. You move
Yeah,
in straight
I
lines.
don't disagree. When you find the early stuff, they're good. We had one run earlier that pivoted into Powder Keg. Skill when Poison Burn. Yep, that skill would be great here. It would be great. For the lighter, I think I just want to get a shit ton of health here. Given how focused our build is on damage over time, just surviving. I think this is fine. It's really bad if I lose. If I take this, I'm leveling before player fight anyway. I'm basically just going here for XP.
My life for the Storm Queens.
So Cannon and Pop Snap.
I've brought shame to the Volcander Islands.
Yes.
Gunpowder.
This is faster. Well, has more ammo. Well, I guess that's my playable for a bit. Skills have been great so far. Let's go for another one.
Ah, place to store the rest of the tyrant.
All these bronze skills have been really good. I don't know. After 4 activations, it's better to have this here. It's probably, what, like 12 seconds into the round? Because of the haste. Just gonna get some gold here. Literally cheating!
Now this will inspire the crew. We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
Bold.
All cannon, no ball.
Keep stacking XP. Bloodhound would be good. Silver Bloodhound. Atomic clock on. Oh well. Oh no.
How about closer look?
The one run that I had atomic clock and ammo reload, I ended up getting destroyed. It was the kind of thing where it seemed a lot stronger than it actually would be. Because clock doesn't do anything to slow down the opponent's first
We
activations.
barely got our flags up.
Okay, well, we still gotta find the tools.
Another empty
So
chest
first level up gets
waiting to
wasted.
be filled.
Not supposed to be this, but damage. There's not a lot of weapon tools on Vanessa, right? Take the fight. Diamond coordinates A6. Oh boy.
Was that even a battle? Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
Limit on the number of games you can play a day? No. You get one free ranked entry per day, and then you can earn currency through either winning it ranked, or if you play unranked, you can earn ranked tickets that way.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Palago.
You can play an unlimited number of unranked. There's no limit to that. I think I'm just better. Like, much better. Like,
Bravery without strength is a
Oh,
sword
jellyfish is cool.
without a blade.
let's get our tool. Still need one more tool. Should get it here.
Discounts for peace.
Okay, so what do we hammer? The trebuchet? Let's take on the mod squad. There are better heroes. You can win with all the heroes.
See that plank? Walk it.
I don't think you can even get everyone to agree. Oh, what the best hero is. Yeah, it's balanced enough. That's fine. This is still good.
Haha. Now
And the game gets
this
regular
will
patches as well to
inspire
shake
the
things up.
crew.
The game is trying to find I don't think the game is trying to find balance. I think the purpose of balance patches aren't actually balance patches, they're shake-up patches. But it's just, you get enough shake-ups that enough time is spent trying to identify what the good stuff is. That it doesn't actually have to be balanced.
My fight isn't with you. but if you insist.
Make the game better for top players, worse for casual players. Depends what type of casual player you are. I don't think it necessarily makes it worse for casual players. Like, I think generally casual players want to be experimenting around, and having the ladder filled with, like, hyper-optimized builds, because everyone is able to identify what stuff is good on patch day, is bad for casual players. Whereas when you have shake-up patches, people are playing more weak stuff to experiment, so you can get away with different stuff.
Welcome, welcome.
I'll say burn. Could go hard on chocolate. Kind of need gold though. We get the lighter.
The keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
Let's do that. Oh. Okay, look, I have a diamond dock lines. I guess we're playing it. I didn't forget hammer. I wanted to have a diamond dock lines. I promise. To be fair, you could argue that this is the right thing to be upgrading. It's not even necessarily wrong. Lighthouse build incoming? Ooh, maybe. I wasn't thinking about that, but it could be. Well, I mean, I think a big part of the casual appeal to this game is being able to do different stuff regularly rather than trying to force builds. And in that case, it doesn't really matter that the stuff you've done before doesn't work anymore, if you're not trying to force stuff to begin with.
Was that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish?
That's cool.
Make deals, not war.
Yeah, I should hammer something. Hammer the crypto, maybe? Oh, hammer this. Maybe we find crit for it. Show what I'm looking for here. No lighthouse.
You're listening to your needs. That's good, I guess.
Kind of to make your own build, you need to know more about the game and current balance than if you just want to force builds. Sure. But I mean, I think part of what the game is trying to do is to make it so that you don't need to be forcing builds to still be having a good time as a casual player. There not being matchmaking goes a long way towards that as well. Like, I think if anything, everyone knowing what the good builds are to force makes things worse casually. Because it feels like you get punished for not doing whatever the best thing is. Harder than if everyone is also experimenting. Like, it's a bad casual experience to lose to the same comp 5 times in a run.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Definitely not to say that it is all upside, but I think it is overall good for everyone to have shake-up patches, especially for a game like this. No, I disagree. I don't think balance is the goal at all.
I paint my ship red. Ha-ha. Now this will inspire the crew.
Like, it's better to have shake-up patches that end up throwing balance out of whack than just to approach a moving balance target. Because the shake-up patches are going to throw balance out of whack. So you just accept that and just keep patching so that things don't stay imbalanced in the same way for too long. So we have Diamond Powder Keg now. Say that it's impossible to force build. Yeah, he's wrong. It's fine. It's his dream is that it's impossible to force builds. It's not accurate right now. It could be accurate in the future when there's more stuff, but there will always be some level of forcing. Because, like, there are levels to forcing, too. Like, you can force archetypes, or you could force specific builds. There's probably going to be some form of archetype forcing, and then it's just how much control do you have over getting towards a specific build. How does everyone lie about this? Link it? I mean, we can point to last week's Armadillo patch. Oh, or do you mean lie about... Oh, sure, sure.
Pathetic. As spineless as a jellyfish.
Forcing what would be the optimal playstyle? Maybe? I mean, I would say even that is not necessarily always going to be true. I think most of the time, forcing has not been the optimal playstyle. Wasted hammer? Yeah, but I have to waste hammer into a player fight. Oh, well, that wasn't a player fight. I'm losing it. And it does also depend what is meant by forcing. Like I said, like there is a scale to it. Like, you've never been able to force entire builds with skills. What's the difference between forcing and player agency? The difference between forcing and player agency. Player agency is more about adapting to the different circumstances that the game is giving you, rather than only taking the options that you have predetermined are optimal.
Cast aside your destruments.
Like, forcing is, I am not going to take anything from the shop because it is not a part of the pufferfish board. Where player agency would be identifying that it is better to take something that might be worse than the pufferfish board because you have access to it now. Let's see, forcing being one aspect of player agency? Yeah, it's a type of player agency. Like, you have the agency to force if you want to. It's just about how good it is, or how reasonable it is to expect to get a specific comp together by forcing. Sit on the cove for a bit. This is never going back in, is it? Try upgrading the clam. A game like this can be truly balanced without getting boring. It should have funny overpower builds. The only useful kind of balance they need is that every mechanic has a counter, so there is no literal win-all build. I don't know.
Over already? We barely.
It kind of
got
depends
that
what you
guy
mean
fight.
by balanced, too, right? Like, I don't know if balance is necessarily going to be every character has a couple of builds that play off each other in rock, paper, scissors. Zero forcing is zero agency. Yeah, I agree. That's what I was saying. There will always be some level of forcing. It's just, what does it look like?
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Nice.
Land legs make you predictable. You move in straight lines.
Like, I think we would agree that the Armadillo board coming together on, like, day 4, day 5, every run, was a bit too much in one direction. Or, like, the Skyscraper build on week 1 for Pig was a little too good at coming together reliably. Where you might say something like Flagship this week. Even though you can play it pretty much every Vanessa game if you want, there's enough variability in how the endgame comp looks that maybe that's fine. Where, like, a lot of the time the difference between the Dually Armadillo boards was just which scaling skill do they have. The rank 1 guy plays Flagship every game. Does he really? I didn't know that. I thought I was the only one that was... Everyone called me crazy. I told you it's Vanessa's best comp. What's CDR looking for? Trebuchet? Next patch is a big win balance-wise. Nice. Yeah, I've been a really big fan of the way this game is patched. I really enjoy the weekly shakeups.
Waste of gunpowder. Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
Let's see. Crit chance. I don't plan on playing this cannon forever, but maybe I plan on playing the Trebuchet forever. chocolate with Cove. Got this clam still. If it gets to diamond, we can play diamond clam over cannon if I can find another hammer. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Look, it looks silly having hammer upgrade a bunch of items that we're not playing, but I swear there's some plans of a pivot. I'm just not sure which direction we're going yet.
You've just taken the first step toward good taste.
Maybe?
Whoever said money can't buy class?
Speaking of
had
pivots.
Haha! Now this will inspire the crew.
You see the vision? Yeah, we either, like, get crit and burn items for this. Or we get, like, a fire enchant or fire skill for the puffer. Or we find more cool, small stuff to fit in clam plus holsters now. There's a few directions we're building towards. Gumballs are kind of crit.
Everyone here is huge. It's terrifying.
Yikes.
Go buy something huge and then sell it to me.
We'll probably upgrade the trebuchet. Against pig. This really needs junk items too. Try to lean more on poison for this, I think.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to
Oven mitts
squabble
when.
with nobody.
Yeah, oven mitts is another way
My
to.
dreams are
Well,
too big.
no, oven mitts replaces trebuchet, right? Figurehead plus a porta weapon is disgusting. Yeah, Figurehead is one of the most underrated items in the game. Figurehead is crazy.
Well, I guess motivation isn't everything.
All cannon, no ball.
Surprised how rarely you see Figurehead. I think its problem is it's just hard to find a medium item that starts at silver. So, like, you just don't always have access to it. Okay, let's... For the first time this game, remember that we have the best item in the game.
Come with no weapons, leave with big bargains.
Wait. Is this... This thing is cool. It's never going back in, I think.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
Spirit with Crow's Nest. Yeah. It is often more damage than Crow's Nest, though. It also takes up less space. I have played it with Crow's Nest before, but it's usually like double barrel, dagger, and some other smalls.
Aha! Now this will inspire the crew.
Okay. So I'm not sure where I'm getting freeze from. But... cool stuff. I do have one weapon in play. I want to slow it down and triple its damage. Probably not. I lose the burn. Just go here for the XP. Does it ever clam over lighter? Maybe. The lighter giving haste is really nice.
Was that even
Like, we've already got dock lines for slow.
a skirmish?
If I had more, that's never going in. More, slow duration on the clam, I'd like it a lot more. But I don't think it's what I want to play right now.
You have great potential. Let me train.
It's so good. It's probably not for another couple days until I'm reliably getting an early enough freeze for this to be good. I think I'd rather any of the other freeze skills. Doesn't need to be next to Trebuchet, right? I don't have the burn increase. Just activates so slow. Man.
As long as you draw
Still
breath,
reach.
your training is not complete.
Have some defense. God, my life is still so low. It's my source of haste. Trebuchet. Whenever I burn, I give haste to something for 4 seconds. Also, whenever the opponent freezes one of my items, I haste. So if they've got start of battle freeze, I have start of battle haste.
You should know.
Theoretically.
I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. My fight isn't with you, but if you insist. Defeat does not defeat me.
Their board needed a figurehead.
You fall like a boulder. I flow like the waves.
First aid? Okay, let's upgrade something that I'm actually playing. Burn and poison crit to apply more of it. Yes, that is how crit works.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
can't not take slow skill. Yeah, this is what I want. Do I have... It's never the regen. Try to get juggler. Correct. The speed control effects cannot crit. Yeah, tool slow is fine. Got what, lighter and dock lines as the tools. The 4-second freeze is just so big. Oh, this is a tool? What? Okay. I was unaware.
See that plank?
What is a weather glass? Hold on. Google. A stormglass or chemical weather glass is an instrument claimed to predict weather. It exists of a special liquid placed inside a sealed, transparent glass. That is not sealed. No, the art's not AI. It's a thing. The pressure changes the water level. Let's see. Accuracy. In 1863, Charles Tomlinson published an analysis in the Philosophical Magazine, concluding that while attractive, I think it may be fairly concluded from these experiments and observations in the storm glass that the storm glass acts as a kind of crude thermoscope, inferior, for most of the purposes of observation to the thermometer. In 2008, an article in the Journal of Crystal Growth similarly concluded the temperature change is the sole cause of crystal growth in storm glasses. Wait, oh wait, this is storm glass. I googled weather glass. Wikipedia. Oh wait, chemical weather glass. Okay, yeah. Crystal glass is different. Well, you send me the Wikipedia page.
You have great potential. Let me train you. I care little for gold. Your enlightenment is my reward.
Life. Surely we don't lose to pig.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
We lose to pig! My defensive layers, they do nothing! Actually kind of close.
Like my crew says at the bar, another round!
Water barometer weather glass. Water barometer weather glass. Weather glass barometer. Do storm glass barometers really work? Since Fitzroy's time, weather scientists have repeatedly tried to gauge the accuracy of the storm glass, and found that its predictions are accurate about 50% of the time. I don't know if that's good or not. I mean, depending. That might be reasonable.
This world is full of noise. You must find the quiet within.
So we get Stunning Strike back. I already got slows in the dock lines. I think I've got enough. Great chance now.
This will inspire the crew.
Now I have this clam that I probably should have a diamond pufferfish, but that's okay.
As long as you draw breath, your training is not complete.
Reuse, recycle, relax.
I think that's just going on the dock lines. Okay, so let's sell this. I don't think I'm gonna play Ulster's Clam over the other glass at this point.
Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
Let's just start selling stuff.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything. Hooey! Now that's a bargain. Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home. That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
I have no heal. This doesn't do anything. Okay. I don't want to slow non-weapons. I think we beat this.
For my client, it's personal. For us, it's a job.
Oh yeah, this looks like weatherglass. This one is not sealed.
Disregard intel. Target threat.
Remember to move the hammer. Thank you.
Pathetic. As spineless as a jellyfish.
On the island, better, more value for better fruit. Maybe. Heavy submarine's cool, but I don't think it fits on the board. I need to play the puffer for the weatherglass.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
I want to get CDR, speed on dock lines, speed on weatherglass. Honestly, even speed on lighter. Gold doesn't exist. I've got infinite gold. Okay.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
crit?
Bravery without
Might have
strength
already
is a
crit.
sword without a blade.
There's no time but the present. I don't believe my sisters.
I want to save the ability to get fiery on this, so double the poison here.
I won't fall. My people need me.
You have at least a
Treb
grain
poison a
of
thing.
wisdom.
The treb upgrades are just on the cooldown.
I do not teach violence. I teach mastery over it.
Need more XP. If gumballs did more on this board, we'd probably take them, but I'm gumballing for like slight crit chance on a couple of items.
Clean, cool, professional. Requesting backup. Now.
Add
It's over already.
new freeze
barely
shield
got our
items gain
plans
3
out.
shield. I don't really have any of those.
Haha. Now this will inspire the crew.
Loot items. Try to get some XP and CDR. Healing. Interesting. I mean, I'm going here. What is this going on? Buffer wants Trev adjacency. Yes. If we go healing Puffer, how much healing is that? 20. What is healing Docklines? 60. Healing Lighter. 20. I want to have this open for the enchant on 16. I think I'm just putting it on Docklines. It's not great, but I think we should be fine into the other Puffer builds. I'm a lot more worried about getting burst down and killed, or like getting outscaled by shield, and not quite having enough poison.
Go ahead.
I guess most of my damage is coming from poison at this
It
point.
makes
Maybe
this
shield's not a
more
problem.
fun.
Not very close.
You fall like a boulder.
No, there's
I float
tons of counterplay.
away.
Also, buy more HP. It helps a lot. If you buy all the HP you come across, you should be buying enough time to at least get your items to do something. If your items do something and then you still die to burst, then your items just didn't do enough.
I got everything you need. Just a matter of finding it. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything. While you're doing your
Yeah, like
part,
early double barrels will kill you sometimes, but
hooey! Now that's a bargain. Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything. Hooey! Now that's a bargain.
yeah, I mean 3 seconds should be enough for you to do something.
While you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
And ideally that something is triggering some speed control. I think the levels are bugged. I don't think it actually shows you your opponent's level correctly. Like, I could be wrong, but the amount of times that I see an opponent that's, like, a level ahead of me early while not having a full board, they'll be, like, on a smaller board than I'm on, despite being a level ahead. Just feels inaccurate.
Stand down and submit to cryification.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be instant. Usually, like, 2 seconds CC is good enough, depending on what the rest of your board is.
Target is resisting.
Was that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish?
Never doing anything with this, right? Yeah, yeah. It's not that you should never lose to the board, but it's pretty beatable.
Experience is treasure. I will share mine with you.
Mixed message is cool. I'm not playing any friends that get used. Oh yeah, I should upgrade the... Let's remember to do that. It's probably this.
The Bazaar is a rabid beast. Be its master.
Look at what I found! Infinite. Yeah, we'll see how long the infinite actually does unfair things. This doesn't need to be here now, right? I can just use the skill on the puffer and then left-handed the lighter. argument you're supposed to play this.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
Lighter's still my fastest burn.
All canon. No, I am the last daughter of House Corzina. My father lives through me.
If I cut lighter, my first game action is at like 5 seconds. Unless you count dock lines as a game action. I feel like it just loses to everything.